everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Slangy. Today I'm excited because we're getting to the basics of skincare. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for not structuring my videos in a way that is easy to follow through. So I just typically explain or talk about products assuming that people understand what those products are as well as what they are used for. So now I'm like, okay, let us do a step-by-step, baby steps kind of approach so that you guys are able to follow through in each and every video that I do. So let's start with the different types of skin. We have normal skin, meaning that your face has the same or even properties all around. We have combination skin, where some people have an oily T-zone and dry cheeks, or the cheeks are normal but then the T-zone is oily. And then we have people with oily skin. So in most cases, the people with combination oily and oily skin are going to use the similar products because at the end of the day, those products need to cater in for the oily part. And the normal ones can get away with most things. And if you have dry skin, you really need products that have a lot of moisturizing elements in them. So you need your glycerin, you need your hyaluronic acid, you need your humectants and your emollients. Some people would add Vaseline into their skincare routine. So after putting in a moisturizer, they'll go in with Vaseline to make sure that that nourishment or that hydration is not escaping. Either way, with Vaseline, I would advise that you only put it at night because during the day it can get a bit tricky. You're sweating, there's this, it's a lot. So in essence, in a skincare routine, you need a cleanser, a moisturizer, as well as an exfoliator. A toner is optional. Please get me right. I'm saying a toner is optional because other people can have normal functioning skin without a toner. In most cases, toners are advisable to people with combination oily or oily skin because we need help with the extra secretion of sebum, which ends up clogging our pores. So it's very, very important for us that we regulate that oil production. Look for toners that have niacinamide in them or salicylic acid. These are good for repairing damaged skin barriers, regulating the oil production, cleansing up and purifying our pores so that we're not having an issue of dirt trapped in there. Next thing, you have pimples all over the place or breakouts, especially with maskne. There are different type of cleansers. There are bar soaps, there are cream cleansers, water cleansers, gel-based cleansers. Some people do trial and error and end up figuring out which ones that they need. But typically, for oily skin or people with combination oily skin, you will get a cleanser that is gel based or water based. So if you're looking for a product, make sure that those words are written on the label. Some products, of course, they do say that for oily skin, combination skin and stuff like that, and I would advise that you buy products that are specifically written these things so you know for a fact that what you're buying is for your skin type. If you have dry skin, of course, we need to repair or balance the moisture, so you're going to be needing your moisturizing cleansers. They'll definitely write it in there, and you can also see in the ingredients that the moisture ingredients are on the top, so you can Google some other ingredients that are hydrating, and then when you're buying those products, make sure that you're reading the ingredients list and making sure that they are in there. So before we conclude, if you're someone who wears a lot of makeup, you need to be double cleansing for your nighttime routine. Like I'm wearing makeup right now for this video, I'm going to be double cleansing. So I'm either going to be using an oil because oil breakdowns oil, or I'll be using a micellar water first and then go in with my normal cleanser. I use a bar soap from Simple. It's a glycerin soap. If you're using the oil, you use the oil, break it down with warm water, and then go in with a damp warm towel or microfiber towel to remove it, and then go with a cleanser. Then you're good to go. Then finish off the rest of the routine. Moisturizers, the same formula applies. When you have dry skin, the thicker it is, the better for you because it's enriched with emollients. We all need emollients and occlusives. It's just that with people with dry skin, they'll typically need that extra thickness so that the product doesn't easily evaporate or wears off. People with oily skin or combination oily, some people actually what they do is they buy both for dry and for oily, and then on the oily part they'll use lightweight moisturizer, and on the rest they'll use a thicker cream to make sure that they're balancing that ratio. So at the end of the day, skincare is about balance. If you are using something thick, if you know that you have oily skin, make sure there's something lighter so that you're not adding on and piling up thick stuff on your skin, which ends up being problematic. Now exfoliators. we exfoliate our skin to get rid of the dead skin cells that are sitting on top of the epidermis, the layer of our skin. So physical exfoliators are no longer recommended by a lot of dermatologists, estheticians, and so forth. So where people are now heading into are chemical exfoliators. So don't let the word chemical throw you off. It's not going to have any adverse situation on your skin. However, we cannot give guarantees because people are different and we react to things differently. So the ones that I can think of right now, we have BHAs and AHAs. BHAs are salicylic acid only, and then we have AHAs, so your mandelic acid, kojic acid, lactic acid, glycolic acid. So with people of color, the ones that tend to be not too problematic for us are mandelic acid, lactic acid, of course your AHA. So I'm giving this differentiation because the other ones tend to have smaller molecules, meaning that they're going to penetrate deeply into our skin layer. So what happens with people of color is that our skin easily gets irritated and disturbed. So anything that penetrates way too deep into the layers can trigger our melanocytes to start producing melanin, and that as a result we end up having hyperpigmentation issues. So the mandelic acid, kojic acid have a larger surface area, so they don't tend to penetrate too deeply into your skin, or rather they penetrate at a level that your skin can tolerate, so you end up not getting irritated. So please don't over exfoliate. If you're exfoliating, make sure that you exfoliate 2 times a week, maximum 3 times a week. The next one is SPF. So starting from the beginning, a cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and then SPF. Make sure that your sunscreen is an all-rounder, so it will have UVA and UVB. It factors for a lot of things instead of just, you know, one element, because as much as we want to protect our skin from the sun or skin cancer, we also need to preserve its youthfulness. Minimum, we need to get SPF 30, regardless of whether it's SPF 30 or SPF 50. We need to be reapplying our sunscreen every 2 hours. I know a lot of us forget to do that, or we just feel like it's a lot of admin. So it's important to make sure that we are getting the right amount of sunscreen to begin with. So typically you use your 2 fingers as a measure, so put it over there and there, or 3 fingers if you want to make sure that indeed you're getting the right amount. And please don't be stingy with the products. Don't be stingy as well as don't overdo it, because some people might think that using a little means that the product can last long, but in essence you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not getting enough of the product, and then you start asking yourself, why is this product not working? So in essence, that is how you build your skincare routine, and depending on your skincare type, those are the things that you should be looking out for to be able to make sure that you're giving yourself the correct nourishment. As I said, we'll be unpacking all these things step by step so that you guys are not getting confused. Next week, we are going to be talking about moisturizers, the ones that I have, why I use them and what they're good for, and you guys can pick which one is your favorite. I have 3 moisturizers, and we'll unpack the ingredients and their usefulness. So if you feel like you've tried everything and it's not working, I'd really advise that you see a dermatologist or an esthetician or anyone in that line, so that they're able to get to the root cause of the problem and help you with your skin as well as your skincare. I'll see you in my next videos, everybody. In the meantime, do take care. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.